About 8 months ago, I uploaded a video about the top 20 Sith LEGO minifigures, which I thought was pretty interesting. And I said in that video that I would make another one on LEGO Jedi, but I never really got around to it. Yeah, what can I say, man, I got really distracted. Anyways, it's better late than never, so today we will be taking a look at the top 10 LEGO Star Wars Jedi minifigures ever made. But before we get into it, I want to give a quick reminder that the giveaway for $100 worth of your choice of LEGO is still going on. All you gotta do to enter is make sure you are subscribed, follow the link in the description, and sign in with your YouTube account. That's it, it's super simple and 100% free. If you want more details, check out this video which breaks down the whole thing. Okay, so just like with the Sith video, the Jedi we'll be looking at today are not the best, coolest looking, or even the most important Jedi. They are just the minifigures that are the most impressive. So this list will be ranked completely off the quality and aesthetics of the LEGO figure, not the actual character in universe. Because obviously, that'd just go to Space Jesus. Alright, let's start it off at number 10 with Plo Koon from 2014. We've gotten him a few times now in LEGO, but the one I'm talking about is the one included in the AV7 anti-vehicle cannon, which is a fantastic set, by the way. Plo Koon obviously looks very iconic in universe, which means his LEGO minifigure is also quite iconic. I really like his head mold. It's not entirely 100% accurate and probably needs an update, to be honest, but it is still a really nice mold that LEGO did a pretty good job with and makes him look very cool in minifigure form. Other than the mold, his prints are pretty basic, but nonetheless, Plo Koon is definitely one of the better Jedi LEGO has made. At number 9, we got another Jedi Master, Ki-Adi-Mundi from 2018. The really great part of this fig is that he was included in such a cheap set, although I still think that the set should have only been clone troopers. Anyways, just like Plo Koon, Ki-Adi-Mundi is a very unique looking character in universe, which makes him a very cool looking LEGO minifigure as well. I think he has one of the coolest head molds to date. His gigantic head looks awesome. I only wish we had more important characters of his species in the Star Wars universe, so LEGO could make figures like him more often. Just like Plo Koon, his torso and leg prints are nothing amazing, but I still really like his head mold. On to number 8 with Satele Shan from 2010. She was included in one pretty cool set, which is based off Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, I really can't be biased for this figure since I only played Old Republic for like a grand total of 15 minutes, but I have seen those amazing cinematic trailers over and over again, and she is absolutely amazing in them. Regardless of how cool she is in universe, this is still a very cool looking minifigure, mainly due to the fact that she is one of 2 LEGO Jedi to have a double-sided lightsaber. We don't see double-sided lightsabers enough in Star Wars. I still think Rey should have had a double-bladed lightsaber. That would have been awesome. Even without the lightsaber, she's got some really detailed prints as well on a torso color that we don't typically see used on LEGO Jedi minifigures. All in all, Satele Shan is a very unique looking fig that looks awesome too. Alright, at number 7 we have a really weird one, Jek 14 from 2013. Now the reason this is a weird figure is since he's not actually canon. He was part of LEGO's original Star Wars storyline, which to be completely honest, I don't know much about. So if you do know his story and want to fill me in a little bit, make sure to let me know down in the comments. But looking at him as just a LEGO minifigure, he is quite awesome. Let's break it down. First, he's got a really cool looking clone trooper helmet, or maybe it's not a clone helmet. It uses the mold for one though, and the print is really nice. Then he's got a trans blue arm that is also printed, and on top of that, he's rocking a really cool red and white color scheme. So yeah, I may not know much about Jek 14, but he's still undeniably one of the coolest LEGO Jedi ever made. If he even is a Jedi, I think he technically isn't, but he is a force-wielding good guy, so I'm still gonna include him. At number 6, we have Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels, specifically the blinded one from 2017. Now, first of all, you guys know that I loved Rebels, and Kanan was my favorite character from that show. But even putting that aside, he's a very cool looking Jedi. Before he lost his eyesight, I really thought he looked awesome with the one armored arm and shoulder. But after he gets blinded and puts on the mask, he gives off serious General Kota vibes from Star Wars The Force Unleashed, who also looks really cool. I think LEGO did a great job molding his mask onto his regular samurai styled hairpiece, and printing on top of that. It also doesn't hurt that he's one of the only human LEGO Jedi to be kinda brown or tanned-ish, and with me being a brown dude, that's pretty cool to see. I hope they make more colored Jedi eventually, but yeah, Kanan is awesome and so is his fig. We are now halfway through our list, so at number 5 we have the Jedi Consular from 2013. Now this one is technically an unnamed Jedi, but I'm not sure if she's based on a character from the game or not. If you know, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Anyways, this is another Jedi from the Old Republic, and also the second of 2 Jedi minifigures to include a double-bladed lightsaber. So with that lightsaber alone, this figure already looks pretty great, but then you add the unique headdress piece from Luminara Unduli, paired with some really nice printing, and you have a very awesome looking Jedi. I was going to put Luminara Unduli at this spot, but I thought the white and yellow color scheme with the double-bladed lightsaber just looked way cooler. Anyways, not much else to say about this figure, she looks awesome. At number 4 we have Aayla Secura from 2017. She was included in a very underrated set, which I don't think gets enough love. Aayla Secura is another really cool Jedi in universe, but looking just at the figure, I think the main thing that makes her so awesome is the Twi'lek headpiece. I think LEGO overall does a very good job with the Twi'lek minifigures. That's probably the alien species LEGO has perfected the most in recent years. But not only does this fig come with a great head mold, she also includes some very detailed printing throughout, on the headpiece, torso, and legs. And it doesn't hurt that they use a very nice blue color for her skin tone here. That looks awesome. This is a great figure, and I hope we see her again sometime soon. Okay, top 3 now. So at number 3 we have the Ithorian Jedi Master from 2014. This figure was also included with Jek 14 in that LEGO original line of Star Wars sets, and I'm pretty sure he's unnamed. But I like to think that they based this figure off of a Jedi that we see in the OG 2003 Clone Wars cartoon. I used to own that on DVD as a kid and would constantly rewatch it with my brothers, so my appreciation for this figure may be a little biased. But there is this really awesome moment between General Grievous and an Ithorian Jedi, which always made me want one of these in LEGO. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking those movies out. I'm pretty sure you can find them both here on YouTube for free, so make sure to check those out if you haven't already. It's some pretty great Star Wars. Anyways, LEGO did a fantastic job with this figure. The head mold is perfect, and they even get all the little details with the printing right. And the torso and leg printing is even more detailed than what we usually see on Jedi, so that is also a nice bonus. At our second place spot, we have another unnamed figure, the Jedi Knight from 2013. This fig was also included in the same Old Republic set as the Jedi Consular, only with this one I'm actually pretty certain about who it is in universe. Now, I'm not a betting man, but I think it's pretty safe to say that this figure is or is loosely based off the Jedi Master we see in the original Old Republic trailer. He has this really awesome duel that I also recommend checking out, but I did have to look this one up, and his name is Kao Sen Derek, which I definitely mispronounced. Man, I consider myself pretty well versed in Star Wars, but this is just stuff that I don't know. Anyways, back to the figure. The reason he looks so cool to me is because he is a Zabrak, who look really cool in the Star Wars universe. The most famous of their kind being Darth Maul, who looks absolutely evil. So it's nice to see the lighter side of them portrayed here in LEGO. This figure just has an awesome amount of detail. The printing and color scheme look great, and even looks like he's got some Mandalorian armor on. It probably isn't Mandalorian, but still, it kind of looks like it. And he comes with that Zabrak headpiece that we only really see used on Maul, which is also pretty great. I think this figure is just loaded with detail and looks very unique. Now before we get onto our number 1 spot, I did want to do some really quick honorable mentions, but there are just so many that I really thought were worth mentioning, and I didn't want this video to be an hour long, so I'm just going to fire off some of my favorites super fast in no particular order. Starting with Yoda, Ceci Tin, Evan Pell, Agen Kolar, Kit Fisto, Shak T, Eth Koth, Nadar Veb, Luminara Unduli, Quinlan Voss, Pong Krell, Stas Ali, Coleman Trebor, and of course Ezra. Okay, with all those honorable mentions out of the way, now let's get on to our number 1 figure. So the best LEGO Jedi minifigure is Ahsoka Tano from 2016, not the 2020 version. This is the figure that was included in that Rebel Combat Frigate set from Star Wars Rebels. Now Ahsoka obviously needs no introduction, but I promise I am judging this figure for the minifigure itself, not her character. Also, I know she technically isn't a Jedi, but she is a force-wielding good guy that is pretty much everything a Jedi should be, so she's gonna be on this list. Now the reason I like the 2016 one better than the 2020 is because I think LEGO did a better job with it. I like the color scheme and prints on this one a little better, plus it doesn't hurt that she includes unique lightsaber hilt molds that we don't see too often. Yes, the blades themselves really should have been trans clear rods instead of these blue ones, but even with that, this figure looks awesome. The main difference is in the headpiece though. LEGO pretty much reused the 2016 version for the 2020, which just looked way too big and the printing wasn't as accurate as it should have been. Now these are both fantastic figures though, and you could really go either way with which one looks better, but for me it's the 2016 one. And yeah, with all these stuff I just mentioned, it also makes Ahsoka a very cool looking Jedi minifigure, if not the best one. But there it is guys, those are the top 10 LEGO Jedi minifigures ever made. Before you head out, make sure to let me know what your favorite LEGO Jedi minifigure is, and what your top 10 list looks like. And if you'd like to see the top 20 Sith, make sure to check out that video as well. And if you haven't had a chance to enter the giveaway, make sure to do so. But that will pretty much do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.